Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dom. I'm here with Anthony, and
This is the A-Word.
Hey,
And today we're going to talk about some Apple news and
some Apple news.
that was a horrible impression.
Meatwad.
Horrible. Stop butchering the Meatwad impression.
Meatwad.
I can do it way better than you, man.
I can do it way better than you, man.
Oh, man. Oh, that was bad. So,
Hey, Fry.
anyway, yeah. Let's move past this horrible impression time here, because it's, painful. So painful.
Yours.
Very, very painful. Why? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, first off, I want to start by asking the question of the week. And that is, do you think that Apple has the ability to compete in the gaming/media center world with Microsoft and possibly Sony with like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One? So be thinking about that throughout this episode, and we're going to get into that discussion a little bit later. So let's get into some news. This week happened to be a pretty big and scary week for Instagram. Instagram happened to be mass deleting a bunch of accounts. It was kind of crazy, actually. Like, basically, what would have happened is you logged on to Instagram, and it would say that your account has been disabled for like violating the terms of service or something like that. It actually happened to one of my friends on Twitter, and that's exactly what it said. Let me try to pull up the actual tweet here if I can. Let me look for it. Okay, yeah. So it said, had messages saying that my account was suspended due to violating their terms. And obviously that was an unanswered what the hell to a lot of people because, you know, I mean, what do you...
What'd you do?
Exactly. Like, what did I violate? You know, there was no like, oh, hey, this is why this happened. And so apparently it was a glitch, right? That see, the weird thing is even though that person's account showed as deleted on their, like, pulling up their Instagram profile or trying to open up Instagram or whatever, on my side I could actually see their profile and it was fine, like nothing had happened. So that's exactly that was exactly what was going on. It was a glitch, and Instagram actually came out on the record after a while and responded with the following comment. They said, a small percentage of users could not access their accounts for a few hours as a result of a temporary glitch. We have restored access for these users and no pictures or data were lost.
So maybe that guy called in sick that day.
Possibly. that very well could be it.
He just didn't want to deal with the day-to-day of pushing the button to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, he was sitting there pushing a button. He has to every hour he has to push a button to make sure Instagram stays active.
Yeah, right.
And he took a smoke break that second, and he did not push that button.
Those people were not happy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. He added a decimal in the wrong place.
Some mundane detail.
Yep. That's what happened, dude. That's what happens, man. When you mess around, you screw up people's Instagram accounts.
But Instagram ain't some mundane detail, you know?
I'm sure to a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, to me, I couldn't care less.
You couldn't care less?
I couldn't.
Okay.
Even if I wanted to.
Just making sure you had that right, but you did.
I did.
Yeah. So that was that was the glitch, and then there was another update actually, and this is these updates are from 9to5Mac here, but it said that after that, some users were reporting that their accounts had been restored following the glitch or whatever, but Instagram never gave like an official, like, okay, everything's back to normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that'd have been nice.
It would have been nice, yeah, but they didn't. So that's how that played out, and I'm assuming that everything's back to normal now because we're not dealing with this anymore. So hopefully for all those Instagrammer people, that's the case. I mean, I would assume so. I would assume so since nobody has complained as of yet, that they're having any issues. So yeah. There we go. Gave us a much needed volume boost here. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, I guess all is well in Instagram land. That's that's cool and everything. Johnny Ive, okay, he's been set to. I know he's giving us this weird this weird claw looking.
This sloth looking hand
Hold on, I
motion.
want to open this. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so this
It's like
is via 9 to 5 Mac. If you go look at this article here,
he looks like he's starting a like some like magic.
no, he's creating an orb of light in between his hands. If you go look at this picture, you'll know what we're talking about.
Like Mortal Kombat kind of.
I'll be sure to link this down below so you guys can see this. Yes, he looks like he's about to do like an Aryuken, like like Ryu or something. But he looks puzzled by it. He's like, I did not know I had this power. Where is this energy coming from? Of course he knows he has that power. He's freaking Johnny freaking Ives.
Yep.
Or Johnny freaking Ive. He knows what's up. So anyway, aside from that,
that picture,
he reportedly has a new look for iOS 7 that is dubbed by 9 to 5 Mac's Mark Gurman as black, white, and flat all over.
Oh.
That's a pretty
That
bold...
doesn't sound... Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun, right?
No, it doesn't.
No. I mean, it reminds me of Prison Stripes or something, you know?
Yeah.
But basically, okay, so to kind of sum it up here, let me just skim through this real quick. There's a lot of textures in like fabrics in iOS, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of leather and stuff like that. And apparently a lot of that stuff is going to be replaced with like either a black or a white. Reportedly. I mean, I don't know, but I could definitely see Apple doing like a revamp with iOS 7. It kind of seems like everybody was disappointed in no like new like interface changes in iOS 6 and iOS 7. Everybody wants a revamp, but then they're all talking about how they don't want like a flat design because that's kind of boring.
Well, it's like they want something new, but they don't want it to be different than what they have now. You know, it's like they don't want change, but they want something new. Doesn't really make sense, but it does.
I mean, exactly. I think it's more so that nobody wants Apple to hop on the boring train that everybody else is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's kind of what it seems like. But there's, apparently a pretty big revamp for iOS 7. Now, as it says here in this article from 9 to 5 Mac, Johnny Ive has inspired the iOS design team to replace many of the linen and leather textures found in iOS, such as in the iPad Calendar app, with flat, white, and black coloring. For instance, Apple's Notification Center Notification Center drop-down panel currently has dark linen in the background. In iOS 7, according to people familiar with the software, the design becomes a dark gray/black color with white text.
Interesting.
Which ironically is very similar to my theme.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, that's not. I'm not trying to go that route with that whole thing. But so
that's very interesting, though.
Yeah. So this is all rumor until it's actually officially announced, which will be happening in a couple of weeks here at the WWDC keynote on June 10th. I almost said January. June 10th. Is when the actual keynote is happening, when they will unveil iOS 7 and the next version of OS X. Probably, I'm guessing it's going to be OS X Sea Lion because, no. That would be funny, though.
Sea Lion. Well, what other lion is there?
I don't know. OS X Meerkat.
A meerkat?
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. OS X Meerkat. So basically, you really got to check out this article to see everything that's being discussed here, because there's a lot of interesting points here. Basically it's going to, from what they're saying, iOS is going to be less skeuomorphic, and it's going to be toned down, no textures. All textures will be replaced with colors and kind of like flatness, I guess. Flatness, yeah.
Hey, what if it's called Liger? OS X Liger.
Yeah, that's what we thought the last one was going to be called, and the one before that. and everyone after Napoleon Dynamite was released.
There you go.
Yeah. So, also there's going to be redesigned apps. There very well may be
I'm excited
redesigned
for that.
apps. The yellow notepad design will be replaced with like a flat white look. You know, kind of like
But yellow notepads always look better on the eyes.
Is that true? Is that science?
Oh, never mind.
What? Did I miss something?
It's from a movie.
Oh.
Yeah, never mind.
Somebody probably laughed out there. So
I hope so.
or you
Road
just
trip.
look like an idiot. Yeah. But you have to go check out this article, you guys. I'll leave the link for you if you want to see it. It's pretty interesting, and it's actually very, very lengthy.
And that picture is amazing.
And the picture at the top is amazing. Wherever this picture was taken from,
he was
awesome.
actually probably doing that with his hand.
Yeah.
Making some sort
No,
of
this
orb.
isn't like fake. like he was doing
he was
something.
doing that.
Yeah. I don't know, what is he looking at? You know what I mean? Like, what's right here in
It's
his line
an invisible
of sight?
iPhone. It's the iPhone 6.
Yeah. That's how he creates his projects. He envisions them and forms them into this product through a ball of light. To know what we're talking about, go check out this article. I'll leave the link for you. But in other news, new colors are rumored for the iPhone 5S.
Interesting.
And lower cost iPhone, and possibly a dual LED flash for the iPhone 5S. Now this is all comes via Makotakara. Sorry, and they basically say that there's a possibility that there will be a dual LED design for the iPhone 5S. A dual LED flash design for the iPhone 5S. That is a tongue twister.
So are you talking about two different LED lights inside of the flash?
Like side by side.
Side by side.
Like this. There's a little rendering if you
Up
want to
and
go see it.
down,
So basically,
vertical.
take the flash that's on the back of your iPhone right now and scoot it up a quarter of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch. Scoot it up an eighth of an inch and then add one underneath it. Boom. There you go. So we've all heard these colored iPhone, low-cost iPhone colors or whatever, these rumors of the colored low-cost iPhones. And I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of over this low-cost iPhone thing. But the first source said that the low-cost iPhone will come in the colors of navy, gold, orange, white, and gray. And a second source named white, pink, green, blue, and yellow as the available colors. A common theme, however, is that the low-cost iPhone will not include a black option. Take that for what you will. I don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't include a black option. I think that would probably be the bigger selling device.
Yeah.
The black and the white one, you know.
Well, maybe gray just looks better on it, you know?
I guess. I mean, I don't know either, but that's the rumor so far. You know, we probably won't find out about any of this until the fall, but there are rumors ranging for a production startup in July to accommodate a September launch. But it's all been a bit confusing because the same blog that gave us that reports on these rumors right here also said that the iPhone, the low-cost iPhone wouldn't ship until 2014. So, you know, I mean, tomato, right?
Potato,
burrito,
potato.
burrito.
Burrito, burrito.
Yes. Taquito, tacado. I totally forgot to ask the question of the day.
Oh, yes. The question of the day.
Well, I totally screwed this one up. So
let's just ask now.
We'll just screw the question of the day. We're just gonna go into this and then we'll ask the question after this. We'll talk about this. So this week on the 21st, actually, Microsoft unveiled the Xbox One. It's basically like I'm just gonna quote this title verbatim because it's true. All-in-one entertainment system with revamped Kinect and fully integrated smart glass app. So basically, this is a central hub for everything that you want in your living room, and it really is. I mean, I saw the keynote. I watched it online. It was live. It was streamed live, and it's got so much stuff into it. I mean, it is a full-fledged media center, gaming media center for your living room, and you know, it's a very top-notch piece of equipment. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of the fact that it's going to be running a flavor of Windows 8, because it will be.
Ew.
It's running like the Xbox. It's running like on a Windows kernel, which is probably not going to be good. With Windows 8 and then the Xbox operating system all like overlaid. So it's like a
Windows 8
it's
machine.
It's like a hybrid dumpster baby of Windows 8 and Xbox. You know, it's like a what is it? What is that song? Prom night dumpster baby or something?
No, I don't know.
Anyway, somebody out
there's laughing. Hopefully.
But the new Xbox has 8 gigabytes of RAM, an 8-core CPU, and a 500 gigabyte hard drive with USB 3.0 slots. And it's got a slot-loading Blu-ray drive, which is, I mean, that's long overdue. But obviously, Microsoft hasn't updated the Xbox in a long time. So
it's been a while.
So, I mean, you know, whatever. But it also comes equipped with a brand new Kinect sensor that's a lot more advanced than with motion sensing than its predecessor. But the important thing here to note is that they did say that you must have the Kinect connected. You must have the Kinect connected to the Xbox in order for the Xbox to function. So they're always watching you.
So do you happen to know if that means movies and TV, like not TV shows, but like Netflix and stuff? You have to have it connected for those.
You have to have it connected to the Xbox at all times.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, because it includes like because the Xbox One has like motion sensors in it, and so like you can swipe between pages and stuff just from sitting on your couch.
What if I'm a paraplegic?
You can use your head. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody.
I'm not trying to make fun of anybody either.
But really, I mean, no. But you have to have it connected to the Xbox in order for it to work. And what was I gonna say here? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, there's the Smart Glass app, which is been fully integrated into the Xbox One in a lot better of a format than it was before. Previously, Smart Glass, the Microsoft Live app was, the Xbox Live app was released as an addition to the Xbox 360. So they didn't really plan out for it, but then that kind of thing was, it seemed like they should be in that market, so they made an app and kind of made it integrate some ways. Well, now it's got a lot better of an experience with users, so they can interact with all of the menus on the Xbox. It's got a lot more integration with games and stuff like that. And also Xbox or Microsoft at the same keynote, the Call of Duty Ghosts was announced too, which is going to be a pretty cool new game for Xbox. It's a pretty big retake on the whole Call of Duty franchise.
So instead of shooting zombies, you're shooting ghosts?
No. I don't have a donut. So. Yeah. But okay, so check this out. And also, you know, previously Sony announced the PS4, but they never actually showed you the PS4 or said anything about the specs. So they actually spent like 2 hours talking about the controller, really, at the keynote. It was kind of pathetic. But they're going to be announcing more about that at E3, the gaming convention, this summer. So we'll find out which of the two will be the better competitor. But one thing that, and I don't mean for this to be like the X word or something, which probably wouldn't be this kind of podcast anyway. Probably be a little weirder. But we were talking about this the other day with the Xbox One. Microsoft is basically, you're using each disc as a one-time install.
Right.
And you weren't happy with the fact that
I'm not happy with
you
that.
install a game and then you can't take it to your friend's house. And a lot of people are on the same level as you. I feel the other way about it, you know, but
I mean, I'm all for keeping things legal, of course, but you know, say you go to your friends and he's like, "Hey, I don't have $50 to spend on a game. Can you just bring yours over? We'll play and have fun, you know, whatever." And why can't that happen? That can't happen because Xbox or Microsoft, if you will, thinks that people are pirating them too much. So
I don't think
that's
the only reason why. I don't think that's the only reason why, though. But it would be cool if they implemented like a
ID,
like a self-rental system. Like you could download the game for 24 hours on your friend's thing, and then it would expire and
that'd be cool.
Automatically self-destroy.
That'd be cool.
You know,
blow up.
Yeah,
with the sunglasses.
But see, okay, while you're saying that, right? Okay, let's think about this real quick.
Let's think about it.
Microsoft has sold games in the Xbox store. If that's, I can't remember if that's exactly what it's called, but on Xbox, like I actually purchased Halo 4 through the store. I don't have a physical disc. It was installed directly to the hard drive on my Xbox. Halo 4 right there on the Xbox, and I can't take that to a friend's house. And I willingly purchased that for $59.
That's true.
But I don't have a problem with stuff like that. See, the same goes with like...
Well, who doesn't have Halo 4?
Okay, I think the same thing goes for, okay, let's say Final Cut is in the App Store for $299. $299, Final Cut, for your Mac.
Okay.
You can't take that to somebody else's house.
But I don't think I'm not disputing applications. I'm disputing games.
A game, it's software. It's all. Let's classify this all under software.
But I don't want to classify it as software.
How about I'm
classifying it as a game that you bring to your friend's house during a party or something, and you want to play on your friend's Xbox.
Well, let's not talk about. We're talking about just the medium of delivery.
The medium of delivery.
Choosing.
Okay.
Medium of delivery is
then
digital.
I have to agree, but they should implement some sort of way that I can do this at somebody else's house.
But check this out. Okay, look at the top games here. We have like Call of Duty Black Ops in the App Store. That's a game. You download that here. You can't take it nowhere else.
You can't use it on another computer that you sign up into?
No. I mean, I'm sure you could download it, yeah, but
you could.
You know, it's like
what I'm saying is it's possible. With Microsoft, it's not possible at all, and that's something that I think they need to change.
I think that's something that Apple wants to change too, though. I think they don't want it to be possible. I mean, I think any software manufacturer doesn't want it to be possible.
I can agree to a certain extent because that's more money that they're going to put in their pocket. Because
not exactly.
Well, essentially.
I mean, there's, the thing is too, and maybe this will be true on Xbox. I know that for PlayStation 4, one of the things they announced at the keynote was that they would allow interactive full trials of games.
That's awesome.
Right on your thing, so you could play it. If you like it, you can buy it.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like
now, and
I would think that would make a lot of sense for Microsoft to do. To keep people from being pissed off about not being able to, by having to buy games and download them like that, or one-time installs. You got to try it. You know if you like it or not.
Well, the other thing that I'm concerned about is why are we still using discs?
Well,
why are we using an install disc?
Okay, so
a restore disc, if you will.
Well, the reason why you're using an install disc is because not everybody's internet connection is fast enough to download 16 gigabytes of
I do
content.
understand that.
Yeah.
I get that. But I mean, why is that needed to purchase the game? What if
it's not. You could buy it straight from the store, from online. Yeah, from on the Xbox.
So
you can do that with any game. I did that with Halo 4.
So you can buy a brand new game from Xbox, from the Xbox store, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And why can't you download that on somebody else's Xbox? That's all I'm saying. Why can't you do that?
I don't know. I feel like you should be able to. I mean, I haven't tried.
Then maybe you can.
It could be possible that you could sign into your own Xbox Live account on somebody else's thing. I don't think you can. Though. I don't know. So I could be wrong. Somebody correct me because I'm not the biggest gamer in the world. But
that's all I'm saying. That if they're gonna do it like this, they need. I think that the user should be able to download it onto another Xbox.
I just don't see why. Why would you need... I mean, even software licenses only usually come with...
a certain amount, yeah. But more than one, I think, is acceptable.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I agree. I totally agree with having freedom to take your games.
I know it's more of a luxury, but...
It is a luxury. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's a total luxury.
It's not that what they're doing is wrong. It's that they're taking away a luxury that was previously granted to us.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
And that's the problem that I have.
This is something that they never had to do, but they did do, and now they're taking it away, and it makes us angry. I mean, basically.
Not us, but me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
whoever
anybody.
else agrees with me.
Whoever else, whatever. But that's kind of
like I go bring Xbox games to other people's house all day.
So now that we've turned this into the M word, let's. I want to ask you guys this question here, and this is. We've talked about this kind of stuff before, but let me pull up my question here because I wrote it down so I wouldn't sound stupid. I'm probably gonna mess it up anyways. But do you think that Apple has a fighting chance to compete in the gaming/media center world with Microsoft and possibly Sony? Now, basically, Microsoft is looking to take over your living room. We've heard rumors of Apple being interested in taking over your living room with something of this nature, some kind of TV set, a better set-top box, maybe something that has App Store integration, something that... Do you think Apple even has a fighting chance at this point? Because honestly, I'm not a Microsoft dude, but I mean, the Xbox One is pretty impressive as far as like just...
Taking over,
just the media, just taking over. I mean, maybe everybody's not impressed with the games or the specs or whatever. I don't know, but I'm just saying I don't know if people are really disappointed with it. But as far as like being the all-in-one solution, the Xbox One is pretty impressive in that region. So do you think that Apple even has a shot to do that? I don't know, but
well, if Apple wanted to, I think they could.
But it's such a well-established industry. Like
there is, there has been for quite a while. If you think about it,
I mean, Apple had their chance back in 1995 when they released the Apple Pippin, which was
Pippin.
the Apple Pippin was discontinued in 1997. It was brought to life. It was released in Japan on March 28th, 1995, and
is that Japan?
And
sorry.
it was an introductory price of $599, and in 1995 that was a crap ton of money.
That's a whole bunch.
That
of money.
was a crap ton of money. So get this. This is the most awesome part. It was a PowerPC 66 megahertz, 8 megabytes of combined system and video memory, and I believe it had. Where did it say that? 256 megabytes of storage.
So basically, it was a computer with a controller.
Yeah, you should
in
flip
1995.
Yeah, it was
computer with a controller. There you
go. Go! Everybody, Google Apple Pippin if you want to see this thing. It's pretty hideous. It looks like a Dreamcast, like you were saying earlier. Yeah, it does kind of look like. It looks like a.
Well, the controller does more than.
It looks like the dumpster baby of a VCR and a Dreamcast. It does.
The dumpster baby, though.
Yes.
Not just the baby. It was born in a dumpster.
I swear that was on Family Guy, I think.
Probably.
Or no, American Dad. Yeah, American Dad.
Same writer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Urs.
Urs. So,
anyway, this Xbox One looks pretty cool.
But Apple they have market share on their own little thing. Now, I mean, Xbox and PlayStation, they have the market share for their thing. I'm not sure which one is bigger, but I mean, I don't know how easy it would be for Apple to just step into that and be like, hey,
It would. They'd have to have a good.
I mean, because you think about it, dude.
With.
Like, okay, neither Sony or Microsoft have announced pricing for their gaming consoles, but I assume it's going to be somewhere in the $500 to $600 range. Now, check this out. The Xbox One is basically, I mean, more or less an older Mac Pro. It's got the spec. It's an 8-core CPU.
Yeah.
Only 8 gigabytes of RAM, but it's a pretty hardcore machine, and I don't think Apple could put out something that they would be happy with at that same price point. And that would be the biggest thing for them to compete. And also the gaming partners. I mean, Microsoft and Sony have well-established partners with different game developers. Yeah, that's the right word that I was looking for. But game studios. That's what I was looking for.
Word.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, I just think it'd be hard for them to just jump in and be like, "Boom, here you go."
But you think they could though, right? I think they could.
I don't think they could right this second. No.
I mean,
I think they have stiff competition. They would need to wait until their competition dried up a little bit and people were irking for something new.
Well, right now it is kind of dry. I mean,
no. I mean, the Xbox 360 is still popular. How many years later?
Yeah, but I mean, like right now, as far as let's say before Tuesday, Monday night, it was drier than it is now.
I mean, yes and no, but I mean, okay, look at this. Yeah, the Xbox 360 was released in 2005.
That's a long time ago.
And it's still, it's notably
good.
One of the better gaming systems.
It is.
And which is crazy for that long a longevity. I mean,
it is.
They really made that thing future-proof.
Yeah,
it was future-proof, and that's what they're trying to do with the Xbox One too. But I don't know if Apple has a hard time making things future-proof.
That's because I think that they want to do it that way.
I just don't think that gamers want that though.
No,
or gamers want something, which is why a lot of gamers go to switch to PC gaming, is because as the times change, they can upgrade their CPU.
Yeah.
They can upgrade their RAM. They can upgrade their hard drives.
You can play the old games still.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing we didn't mention, is that the Xbox One is not backwards compatible with 360 games. But what was it? Let me look it up. Hold on.
You were saying that
hold on. I'm gonna look this up. It's on a NAND Xbox One. Okay, this was it. Xbox One hardware analysis and comparison to the PS4. I gotta find where it says it at. If it says it. No, this is not the right one. I gotta find it.
Are you talking about the ability to play the old?
Yeah, hold on. I want to look at this real quick though, and see if I can find the right portion of this article. Okay. This is where it's going to be. Sorry, this is like dead air. Okay. All right. This is from Anand Tech. This is the Xbox One hardware analysis and comparison to the PlayStation 4. So, and I'm just going to start mid-paragraph, but the Xbox One is running their Jaguar cores at 1.6 gigahertz, which sounds about right. In terms of TDP, the CPU side you're likely looking at is 30 watts with all cores fully loaded. The move away from PowerPC to 64-bit x86 cores means that the One breaks backwards compatibility with all 360 titles. Microsoft won't be pursuing any sort of backwards compatibility strategy, although if a game developer wanted to, it could port an older title to the new console. Interestingly enough, the first Xbox was also an x86 design. From a hardware/ISA standpoint, the new Xbox One is backwards compatible with its grandfather, although Microsoft would have to enable that as a feature in software, and that's something that's quite unlikely, as they note. But very interesting, though. Very interesting.
Yeah. So this is their third one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's called the One.
The One.
Neo. The One. Yeah.
Let's just call it Neo from now
So,
on.
okay, keep that in mind, you guys, and let us know what you think. Do you think that Apple has a fighting chance? And also, if you do, what do you think they could do that's different that Microsoft isn't, or Sony isn't doing? I mean, what could Apple bring to the table? Because, I mean, as far as gaming consoles and like media center stuff, I hate to say it, but I really wouldn't care to have a shiny, pretty, nice aluminum entertainment center. You know what I mean? Like, I just want something that's going to stick on a shelf and sit there.
Yeah.
I mean, my MacBook, I carry it around with me. The iMac looks pretty sitting on my desk, but a media center thing just sits in the little slot on your entertainment center.
Yep.
So what could Apple add to this aside from their app ecosystem? Because that really doesn't translate very well to like a gaming console.
Yeah.
Because they're not really known for. They have console-like games on iOS, but they're not known for producing a lot of
they're not
console games.
They're not even like comparable to console games because the controls are completely different.
Yeah.
And
so
it's an app game.
Mm-hmm. So let us know what you guys think about this whole scenario. Do you think Apple has a fighting chance to compete in the media/gaming center universe with Microsoft and possibly Sony if they announce such a competition at E3, which they haven't really said anything about the PS4 except some of the specifications. But be sure to answer that question and let us know what you think in the comments section on YouTube, on the article on iTunes. Let us know. Subscribe to the podcast. There's a link in the article, on the YouTube video as an annotation. Anywhere you want, it's probably there. Look for it. And be sure to check out all of these articles that we discussed. I'll be sure to link them for you down below.
And hey, thank you for listening. We really appreciate it.
I don't appreciate it at all, but he does. So thanks for nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I should have just ended it right there. That would have been great.
That would have been great.
Yeah. No, but we really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments and feedback you guys have been leaving on YouTube. It seems like you guys are enjoying this. So thanks again, and we will catch you all next week. Same Batman time, same Batman channel.